To help your kids or grandkids understand investing, it's best to start at an early age. Jim Lineweaver is here, along with his son Tyler, to offer advice on helping kids make and manage money. Jim is a certified financial planner professional with the Lineweaver Financial Group. So, welcome to the show, both of you. I got caught off guard there.
Thanks for having us.
So, how do you just start teaching your young children how to deal with money and investments?
Well, first, if you remember, we were on the show, quite a few times talking about this moon chart. So when they're in elementary school or maybe middle school, gotta keep it basic, but you're basically teaching them how to spend, share, and save, so that they get some utility out of that. They understand putting money away and things along that nature, maybe from their allowance or other chores around the house.
And it's very visual.
Yeah, exactly, and very easy, kind of like a piggy bank back in the day, if you will. But as they get into high school, like Tyler, what ends up happening is you have to relate to them usually on another level, and still want to try to keep it simple. But what I found is that you have conversations about money, and it really starts to kick in when they start to actually work. Because if they're making $8 or $10 an hour, and when they get that paycheck and it's not the full 8 or 10, and taxes came out, they're like, hey, wait a minute. But they're also making decisions about what they should be purchasing and how many hours does it take me to earn that money that I want to go buy this, and then maybe they have a second thought because they're not just spending your money anymore. Right? So when they do that, what ends up happening is it's a great time to teach the kids that not only do you get out there and work per hour for your money, but once you have some money, try to get it working for you as well.
To grow it.
Exactly.
So how do you go from talking to investing?
Well, what we did is we got together, the whole family together. I have a wife and 3 kids. So we sat around the kitchen table and we said, look, you can make a few dollars in your savings or checking account, but why don't we try to see if you can make a couple $100s? And let's kick around some ideas about investing and, where are you eating? What kind of shoes are you wearing? Where are you shopping? What kind of electronics or phone? They're always stuck to their phones. What kind of phone do you have? Things along that nature. So we came up with a whole list of anywhere from Netflix to Amazon to Apple to, even cars, the Tesla and things along that nature. So, and then what we did is we did a lot of research, and we have some sophisticated software that we use, but that your audience might not be privy to. But they can go on the internet, they can go to maybe your TD Ameritrade or E-Trade, or even to the library and get information about stocks. And then what we did was we were able to narrow that down because with 3 kids. I said you can pick 4 stocks each, and what we're going to do is we're going to pool that together. So if somebody does real well, but if somebody else loses money, I didn't want any problems in the family, right? Yeah. So we just basically pooled it all together. They're able to pick 4 stocks each, and it got that process started and getting them interested in investing.
Okay, so Tyler, what did you pick and why?
The first stock I purchased was Apple because I have an iPhone and laptop, and then I also purchased Amazon because I buy a lot off of their website. And the third stock was Lululemon because I have several of their shirts, so do a couple of my buddies. And the last stock was Netflix because I like their TV shows and movies.
Makes sense. So how did you do?
We made a little over 30% in the last year.
Pretty good, I guess. So as adults, we kind of know that you're never really done once you actually pick and invest. So how do you explain that?
Well, what we do is we try to get together on a regular basis, just like anybody should do when they're investing. So we'll have family meetings and we'll look at how the stocks did. Maybe some made more money than others, and maybe by the end of the year we want to do some tax harvesting. So we'll sell some gains against some losses, things along that nature. But some of the same fundamentals that apply to everybody's investing is great to teach with kids. But you want to have some constant contact with them and let them know how they're doing.
Yeah, that's important. So there's some things that all investors need to know, whether they're children learning how to invest or whether they're seniors trying to keep their nest egg.
Yeah.
Right?
What you want to do is you want to somehow measure your level of risk. So you got to make sure you're usually looking at this for the long term, not a short term. You got to come up with a strategy. Do you want some more dividends? Do you want more growth oriented things? And also make sure you're diversified. So when we talked about the stocks, they were coming up with all these technology things, and I said, well, we can't have everything in one industry just in case that industry goes bad. So we did diversify among some other industries. Again, we talked about monitoring the results and also rebalance. Take some money off the table, don't get greedy, and then maybe put that into some other things or let the kids spend a little money so that they can get some rewards out of it as well.
All right, sounds educational. We all know the importance of education for our children and grandchildren, and that includes understanding investments and how to manage money. Follow Jim's tips to help your kids seek options beyond savings. And for more help, give him a call at the number coming up next. My thanks to Jim and to Tyler for showing us that investing can just be child's play, right?
To find out more, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or log on to www.lineweaver.net.